Just got a call from government house. let everybody know that we're currently live on our St. Lucia Cadet Corps Facebook page, so they could tune in right now. Thank you.
Okay, settle down. We're about to start. On entry of the Governor General, I will ask that you all stand by for that. Stand by. Stand by. Stand by. Coming through. Stand up. Good morning, Excellency. Have a seat. Sit down, everybody. W2, Matre. Before going on any great undertaking, we first need to invoke the aid of deity. So we're going to have a bit of prayer led by W2 Anne-Marie Matre.
Good day. Please compose thyself. Please stand. Please compose thyselves. O God, our Heavenly Father, who has brought us together as members of the St. Lucia Cadet Corps, help us to do our duties at all times and be loyal to each other. May all that is good and true prosper among us. Strengthen us and defend the right, and bless our work that it may be acceptable to thee. Amen.
Amen. Can you be seated? Thank you. Good morning, cadets. Good morning, sir. Good morning, parents. Good morning, Your Excellency, good morning. I want to welcome you all to the enrollment and promotion ceremony post our COVID restrictions. Thank you for being present. We have, unfortunately, Honorable Sean Edward, Minister of Education, Sustainable Development, Innovation, Science, Technology, and Vocational Training, is unable to make it this morning. The other ministers of government who were invited are not present. I wouldn't deem them at this point in time, but I want to recognize in our midst the Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Youth and Sports, Ms. Caroline Eugene. Thank you, ma'am. Deputy Permanent Secretary, Mrs. Leota Chalmine Mason. Deputy Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Home Affairs, Mr. Ricky Quinlan. Chief Education Officer, Dr. Fiona Meyer. Deputy Chief Education Officer, Mr. Dawson Ragananan. The Commissioner of Police, Mr. Milton Daisy, thank you, sir. Director of the National Emergency Management Organization, Mrs. Doreen Gustav. All other invited guests and parents, thank you. His Excellency, Mr. Errol Charles. Sir, I want to thank you profoundly for coming out this morning. Your days have been very busy, and we appreciate your presence this morning. I'm going to go right into the ceremony. If I have missed on any person, my humble apologies at this point in time. But we want to recognize all persons on ground this morning. I'm hoping the arrival of Ms. Henry, the President of the National Principals Association, but when they do come in, we will acknowledge those present. At this point in time, to start the proceedings, I call on the Commandant, Lieutenant Colonel Nathan Hyacinth, to give a short address for us to proceed with the ceremony. Colonel Hyacinth.
Your Excellency, Mr. Cyril Errol Charles, Permanent Secretaries, Ministry officials, parents, cadets, good morning, officers, other invited guests, good morning. The Cadet Corps has been in existence since 1856 in the United Kingdom. It made its way to St. Lucia on the 13th of July of 1929. The Corps operates under the Act number 23 of 2005 and was enacted on the 18th of May of 2015 in accordance with the Act. The SLCC reports to the Minister of Education. That's just a little brief introduction to let you know exactly who we are, where we stand. This year, the SLCC will be celebrating 93 years in St. Lucia. This year, we will be celebrating our achievements and demonstrating the relevance of organizations like us to St. Lucia. The COVID-19 pandemic has, like in most other organizations, disrupted operations, resulting in a significant loss and low participation among our membership. We must, however, recognize the efforts of our officers during the national feeding programs, the vaccination process, the move and setup of the respiratory hospital, VH, the collaboration with the Ministry of Social Transformation with the 8th weekend feeding program, and the response during the relief efforts for the volcanic eruption of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Coming out of lockdowns, we are pleased to see the renewed interest of the youth and adults to join the ranks of the St. Lucia Cadet Corps. Over the weekends of April 14th to 18th and April 29th to May 1st, 2022, we saw the non-commissioned officers, as the NCOs, and the recruits being trained. Today, we are going to welcome 130 privates within our ranks. 130 young St. Lucians who will be meaningfully engaged in positive self-development. As an organization, following our motto, leadership, discipline, and service, we place ourselves squarely as part of the solution to some of the nation's challenges. Our programs are designed to ensure that we are part of the solution, producing leaders for tomorrow, leaders with attitudes of servitude, leaders who will stick to their word, leaders who are reliable, leaders who encourage and build others, leaders of homes, leaders of schools, businesses, communities, and countries. I urge you, our leaders, to walk with us on this journey as we see ourselves as part of the youth economy, where we take aim at the security sector and soon to come, the marine sector. To the newcomers, cadets, and parents, yes, parents, you are also becoming part of us when your wards are members. I say thank you for choosing us to help bring out the best in you. Thank you. Cadets, a way of life. Douvan, Ansanm.
Thank you, CEO. In moving forward, I want to acknowledge the Senior Minister and Minister for Infrastructure, Port, Transport, Physical Development, and Urban Renewal, Mr. King. Good morning to you, sir. Thank you for gracing us with your presence. I'm going to put some of my officers in spot right now. The 2 battalion commanders, there are supposed to be 2 testimonials by parents. Are these parents here? Can we have the parents to do the testimonials come forward, please? The theme for the celebration today is one used for independence, a way of life, Douvan, Ansanm. And why am I not surprised that we have 2 ladies here doing testimonials as the men are involved in other activities? Please come forward, ma'am.
Good morning, one and all. My name is Verna Siris, parent to Civilian Siris, Babylonian 2 of Beaufort South. My testimony this morning is, with the Cadet Corps, when I noticed that my son and his characters and his attitude, I thought twice to myself, where should I go from there? I suggested that I will put him in a cadet crew so that he could have his humbleness, discipline, self-control, self-esteem, and all of the aspects that we everyday life needs in our life. I think all of us cadets, everybody in this building is unique in our own way. But we put God first. We pray and he gives us the way and he gives us the guidance to see where we go from there. I acknowledge that I had to leave him there. With that, I noticed my son has improved greatly with everything, and I'm proudly saying, I am proud. He is still young, but I'm proud of him by getting there with our hardworking leaders, especially Ms. Harris, and the other leaders in St. Lucia. I think all of us parents have to put together, no matter the challenges. Money is not all, but perseverance. Having the faith, the Almighty does wonders. I do appreciate the cadet crew and every institute like the police force, the Marine Force of St. Lucia. I serve at an institute in St. Lucia as well. And also, I would like to put leadership team member and having something named interrelationship with each and every one you encounter in life. This brings you a long way. I thank you.
Woman power. We call on to the other parents. And it's a good thing we have parents doing testimonials this morning. They normally shy away. And like I said, not surprised that the ladies are the ones doing, the mothers are the ones doing it. Tell him again.
Yeah. Good morning, everyone. Welcome. My name is Samantha Stefan, parent of Stephanie Stefan. Since joining the Cadet Corps, Stephanie, my daughter, has developed more confidence, more alertness, and more discipline. And she has now gained extra qualifications to join the Army, in which she has already applied for. Yes. So, congratulations to all graduates. Today, the journey has just begun. Thank you.
Douvan, Ansanm. You get in there.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. My name is Danielle Wilson, daughter Anna Wilson. Let me first acknowledge the protocols already established. Your Excellency Cyril Errol Charles, Ministers of Government, the Cadet Corps, parents, and all invited guests here this morning. It's my extreme privilege this morning to share with all of you that the journey thus far for my daughter Anna Wilson has been a tremendous one. I've seen many things that she has demonstrated, the confidence that she has displayed, the energy and motivation, the drive that she has every Saturday showing up for training. I remember the conversation when she first held it with me and her dad. She said, "Mommy, this is what I want to do. I'm very interested." And she began to sell us. She gave us a sales pitch, actually. Many of you parents and guardians may know that our living rooms has become the trading ground. The salutes, the marches, would you agree? So, you know, there's so many benefits in this program that I myself were not aware of until I researched. And Mr. James, Captain James, can tell you that I'm one of those parents who have been very vocal, involved, asked a lot of questions, and I wanted to know more. So we agreed that yes, she should join. She was very happy. She said, "Mommy, are you sure?" I said, "Yes, I'm sure." "Are you sure? Are you ready for this challenge?" She said, "Yes, I am." And with that, we have seen how much she has grown in that respect, the confidence that has been demonstrated. She said, "It will be good for me to lead. I see myself as a leader. I want to do this." And I'm sure all of us parents here today have those similar testimonies. So I thank you, Captain James, for organizing all of those Zoom meetings, the constant WhatsApp messages. Parents, come on, give Mr. James a round of applause. All right? Thank you so much. So thank you, everyone, for being here today, and congratulations to all of you who no longer will be recruits, but today you'll be graduating as privates. Welcome. and the journey has now begun. Thank you, everyone.
Before you go, we have one father who has
Yeah,
place for us.
I had to. Good morning, everyone. Yeah, I'd like to acknowledge the Governor General, the ministers, and of course, the cadets, new recruits. My name is Kingsley. I'm here to witness my son, Mitch, Miss Sylvia, along with his mother, Julia. Mitch is very interested in becoming a cadet when he was enrolling, accepted at the school, the Sarah Simmons School. From day one, he decided that, Mom, Dad, I'm going to join the Cadet Corps. And we were very happy about it. What I noticed in him is that he takes it seriously and he looks forward in attending the practice at Nemo. And what we noticed, when he home, even out in the open, he will go down and give us some push-ups. And I was like, Mitch, why are you doing push-ups? He said, Dad, I want to be strong. So the next time, if they ask me to do push-ups, I can beat or go over 20. Now, please don't take advantage going over 20, okay? Anyway, well, it was said earlier on that the Cadet Corps was founded in June 13, 1927. Yes, it's a non-profitable organization, and the aim is to inspire young people to achieve the success in life with the spirit of service for the country and community. That's very good. Something I also want to add, I don't know if I should do it, but cadets, the code, selfless service, integrity, and respect. And I want you to continue that, okay? And I would like to commend the Cadet Corps. I'd like to commend you all for doing a good job, okay? I'd like you to continue that. And with this, I salute you guys, okay?
Thank you, thank you, thank you. On the spot. Testimonials that we didn't even know what was going to be said. But parents, thank you for helping us in that regard. Without you, we cannot do what we are doing. Whereas the cadets are part of it, the parents, we want you to take keen interest in what your child is doing. The good, bad, and the indifferent will come out at various times. But with your involvement, we can move wonders. We're now going to move into carry on with our program. Since the Honorable Minister of Education, Sustainable Development is not there, I have now put the Chief Education Officer on the spot to give a few remarks in that regard. Dr. Meyer.
Thank you very much. Your Excellency, Mr. Errol Charles, our Governor General of St. Lucia, we welcome you today, and we thank you for your presence, which is testimony of your support of this initiative. We recognize our Senior Minister, Honorable King, Permanent Secretaries, Deputy Permanent Secretaries, our Commissioner of Police, Heads of Department. We recognize senior officers of the Cadet Corps, our parents who are here with us, students, esteemed ladies and gentlemen, members of the media, and also those in virtual land watching us. I thank you for being here. This morning, we came in double pack. Seated next to me is the Deputy Chief Responsible for Instruction in the person of Mr. Dawson Ragunanan. And it was important for us to be here together because we value what is being done today, what has been done for so many years. And students, when I walked in here, I just felt good. Yes, deserves a clap. There was just this beautiful sight to behold of so many young people, 135 young people who every Saturday make their way to Nemo. And I would have had conversations with members of the Cadet Corps, with Mrs. Gustav here, because I want to say at this forum, this is not an option. This is not something by the wayside. This is not another club. This should be integral to the fiber of St. Lucia. And the Cadet Corps should have its place in our national budgets, in our national initiatives, in our national work plans. It is high time that we stop letting the negatives go viral. Students, make photos of yourselves, post it on your status. When you're done, make videos, let those go viral. And to the adults here, forward it many times. This is what we need to forward many times. When our young people are taking the lead to do the right thing, and we have competent, resilient, committed, dependable people who are leading them on. Mr. Lucius Lake was in the Cadet Corps when I was a student and a former cadet at the Corinth Secondary School way back when. Parents, you have a great responsibility. You have a great responsibility. Work with them. Support your children. Even when all does not go well, lift them, applaud them. Let us work with them. Let us not speak to the young people doing all kinds of things that are wayward, but let us recognize the positives. So, to you students, I want to see your shoulders up. I want nobody slouching. You're a member of the Cadet Corps.
Sit up.
Shoulders up. And when you walk tall. You represent. You speak to the investment of time that people take and they put into you. And your actions, and I'm one to say, it's not going to be perfect along the way. We make mistakes. Even as adults, we make mistakes. But you stand up and you regroup and you support each other. So you look to the person next to you, and whoever is better at it, pull somebody up with you. Let us be that supportive network that can really push St. Lucia forward. And I want to tell you, you're not the future, you know. You're right here. You're the present. Your actions matter. Your actions matter. With God as your guide, you can do anything. You can do anything. And let it not be your legacy of negativity, but let your legacy be what the Cadet Corps speaks to. Respect for self, students. Can you repeat after me? Respect for self.
Respect for self.
Respect for others.
Respect for others.
Respect for the environment.
Respect for the environment.
I want you to walk the walk because you're getting the support. As I close, let me congratulate you. Let me also thank the individuals who tirelessly work behind the scenes. Yes, clap for them. You know who they are. And I want to applaud your efforts, every single one here. And those who are watching us virtually, Mr. Lake, officers, I know that you have space for so many more. I have 29,000 children in St. Lucia, so I want to see this place triple. Yes, we want to see more young people join the Cadet Corps and other such institutions that's going to push them forward. Remember, I'm not asking for perfection, but I'm asking for your best. So you're representing me as well, students, when you walk the walk, because I'm responsible for you. Congratulations once more, and I applaud all of you. I thank
you. There is no comeback from this. If the Chief Education Officer bowl that ball there, and I like what she throw down on you. Cadets, sit up. Yeah, no slouching. You have the chief education officer. You already had enough of that already. But Dr. Bayer, thank you very much. Thank you for driving it home. We are into a number of secondary schools on the island. The more we have involvement from the schools, the more involvement we will be. What we can do is only have interested cadets, but we need also the support from the parents and the teachers at the various schools so we can have the units run. We have a cohort of officers recently trained, and we have a set of 30 new persons into the Cadet Corps, adults, willing to take on the mantle to go through the various schools on the island with that support. So we are moving places. I now call on to the Commandant and the 1st and 2nd Battalion commanders for the oath and also bringing the cadets into making them full-fledged cadets. And cadets, we went through this practice this morning. Remember when we start off what you need to do and say. So stand by. Our 2 battalion commanders are Major Ernesto Emmanuel. Let the parents know who you are. Bring your mask down, sir, just for this time period. And Major Peter Jean-Baptiste. I don't know why they want to hide away while on the stage. Now, with the cadets, they show them faces. The St. Lucia Cadet Corps is broken down into 3 battalions. 1st Battalion, schools in the north of the island, Major Emmanuel. 2nd Battalion, schools in the south of the island, Major Jean-Baptiste. And 3rd Battalion is our service support battalion by Major St. Jules. All the preparations and what's happening here, that's what him and his battalion did. Thank you. With no further ado, I hand you on to the Commandant, Lieutenant Colonel Ansanm, to bring you through the enrollment ceremony. Colonel Ansanm.
Yes, good morning again. Please forgive me, Commissioner of Police, I forgot to, I missed you off on my initial list. The enrollment ceremony, basically, before we even start the ceremony, this here is the first time we're doing it in this format. The ideal situation is that we get all the schools involved in the ceremony. So it is hoped that in the future, every secondary school at the assemblies at the beginning of the school term would have the cadets come together and to show ownership of the schools, that they are part of the organization and they will be welcoming those cadets. So the officers will come to the schools and then they would show that these are the members who are going to be joining the Cadet Corps. We really do want every school to be part of the ceremony, okay? So today we're doing the mass. We'll be doing a lot of things. The mass will be getting everybody involved in a lot of things, but we're looking forward to see even greater. I'm thanking the Chief Education Officer for at least setting the challenge, and I throw the challenge right back to our leaders, that they are able to support us in order to meet the challenge that was set by the Chief Education Officer. Okay, so we begin the ceremony now.
So these are the cadets, the recruits who wish to become a full member of the St. Lucia Cadet Corps.
Recruits, stand.
Recruits. Okay, let's do that one again. You know yourselves, okay? Recruits. You have now been with us for 6 weeks. Have you carefully considered what it means to be a cadet?
Absolutely.
Do you understand that by joining the St. Lucia Cadet Corps, you are joining a paramilitary youth organization?
Yes, sir.
Say after me. I, cadet, promise to honor my God and my country, to do my best to serve them loyally and honorably at all times through the St. Lucia Cadet Corps, to which I now belong. Cadets, you are now enrolled cadets. We proudly welcome you as members of the Cadet Corps, to which you now belong. We will always be ready to help and to serve you and to help you to keep that promise that you have just made. Welcome.
Thank you, Colonel Hyacinth and the 2 battalion commanders. Now we go to the other part of the program. Now, cadets, sit down. Wearing the white t-shirt will be a thing of the past. You wear it as something else, but not for regular training. You are to speak to your particular battalion commanders, who will work out with you the uniforms and boots that we have in for issuance. There will not be any issuance of uniforms or t-shirts at this ceremony, but at your various units or within your battalions, the commanders and the unit commanders will ensure that you get what is coming to you. While we go through this portion, since we're going to be 93 years in July of this year, the intention is to ensure all of you here are fully clothed with a uniform. Shirt, pants, boots. We have the issue now of issuing certificates. So I'm going to change around the program a bit and call on 1st Battalion Commander, Major Ernesto Emmanuel, who was recently promoted, whereas the congratulations are in order. He has stepped into the bigger game. So before I do any butchering of his cadets' names, we will see how well he knows his cadets and how well he pronounces their names. The look he is given is not anything new. I have known him for more years than I want to say. So, Major Emmanuel, we are going to assist you, sir, in issuing the certificates to your cadets until we get to our specially invited guests. Podium is yours, sir. We just have to change around since Mr. King is the only minister who has graced us this morning, so we have to change around the issuing of the certificates. You can call on Commissioner of Police. Yeah. Mr. Daisy, sir, can you assist in handing over the certificates to the cadets, please? Commissioner of Police, Mr. Milton Daisy. Cadets, remember the protocol when you come up? When you get your names, you...
Amala Marius.
Right, you will do it. Come.
Shada Saint-Ange. Rikim Alexander. Megan Leos. Faith Swanson. DeJean Francis. Zoe Samuel. Danny Lovens. Junai Philip. Kia Joseph. Dion Hannah Delis. Chrissy Trezel. Nicholas Alphonse. Shaker. I forgot that one wrong. Jiquan Deary. Ifian Butcher. Elijah Alcindor. Jaden Etienne. Chase Grant. That's over me. Jelani George. Keith Yard. Sanjani Sitolin. Sean Herbert. Sean Herbert. You changing?
You're changing the name. Yes. You're changing the person.
Thank you, Mr. Daisy. Okay. A round of applause for Mr. Daisy. Terence. Yes, sir. Deputy Director Nemo, BCF.
Thank you very much, Commissioner, for assisting in distributing these certificates. Nikolai Alexander, Oshani Jules, Zara Albert, Craig Timet, Ronnie Leon, Richie Brown, Kada Woodhouse, Livoni Maxius, Maxius,
that's you. Maxius.
Ravi Smith, Aquila Edward, Angel Joseph. Ina Leo. Jilani Inud.
Them currents now to make the training.
They'll change it if they get the wrong certificate. Devon. Who's Devon? Devon there? Maxius. Ravi Smith.
Ravi? Aquila?
Ryan Ogis. Brianna Raymond. Destiny Julian. Mitch Sylvian. That's Maxius. Devoni, they put it. Must be Veroni? That's what they put. Jael Florentville. Omarion Charles. Simin Seferin. Simin Seraphine.
That's Maxius? Maxius.
I don't hear the Seraphine person. Huh? Seraphine.
Yeah.
Jesha Louis. Manya Jabatis. Gracie Semi. The Seraphine person is not there. Yeah, Mitch.
Florentville. Seraphine.
Well,
Seraphine now.
I call Seraphine.
Yeah, Seraphine.
He's not there. He's not there. No.
I'll send Seraphine for you now.
Send Seraphine.
Fifth, Raphael. Shania Fevrier. Shania Fevrier. Joel Simon. Joel Simon. That's what I have. Ezekiel Inud. Deshaun Moore. Stefan Felix.
Ezekiel.
Amren Louis. Joel Derivière. Jarrell Joseph. Elka Eugene. Eva Jean. Ethan Auguste. Kishon Mark. Christopher Justin. Abigail Bernardine. Makelly Cox. Azaria Fitz. Nicole Auguste. Derica George. So Derica, and I have this.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you. Deputy Director.
Just wait.
Call DPS Quinlan.
We'd like to call DPS Quinlan to assist in the balance of the certificates.
We putting everybody on the spot. Douvan Ansanm.
I'm just waiting for the line to play. Kira Lawrence, Curtis Cox, Nathaniel Vitalis, Sima Riri, Sima Riri. That's what I see there. Look at that. Elijah Duvali, Kamani Henry, Anna Wilson, Hedrick Valence, Hendrik Valsin, Giovanni Eugene, Javon Eugene, Christian Samuel, Raheem Christie. I called my name already, I just have to verify. The next step would be Jabba.
Who you have now? Who's there?
Who's the next person?
Just announce that those that go.
They're there.
Just call these ones.
No, just give him a certificate and he'll return it. Yeah? You select? Yeah. Tell Mr. Chairman to tell him that.
To try and back that on the signals. Nothing more than
The parents have been giving the people in time and
just take the certificate, we'll change it. Send it to the room, we'll change it.
Getting Major Jean-Baptiste on standby. Since he's been called to the podium the first time, I have not seen him. Major Jean-Baptiste, stand by, sir. The other cohort of names will be yours. Invited guests and parents, I know it's going to be a little strenuous in this regard, but this is a time for the kids to, it's all about the children, so bear with us in that regard, that they worked hard, we had them under some good pressure to actually be brought in. From the onset, you said they are part of a paramilitary organization, and this is the discipline we're trying to push in with some of them. We're watching the time, but we want each cadet to collect that certificate, have their picture ups. In some of the certificates, we may have a few issues which we'll rectify immediately thereafter. Just give the phone.
you told him not to tell him too much.
Come. Let me see you all properly. No. Okay. See there to collect it.
Right again for me.
Okay. Yeah. Battalion. The other Major Peter Jean-Baptiste from 2nd Battalion.
Alina Augustine, Sabina Paul, Samara Arthur, Faithlin Peter, Evan Donelia, Chloe Bryan, Anya Donelia, Mikes Joseph, Shamika Lawrence, Shamara Joseph, Adia Flavia, Jassy Thomas, Tiana Shalmine, Melissa McDoom, Ethan Edgar, Emile Eluter, Jovan Sukmaya, Case Placide, Mike George, Tevin Maffrin, Eugene McFarlane, Curtin Wilton, Omari Victor, Kimani Griffith, Bertrand Lord, Renus Augustine, Joshua Alcide, Cyrillian Cyrus, Everton Symphorian, Josiah Bainu, Tristan George, Robinho Samuel, Keegan Samuel, Jenny Richard, Nathan Baptiste, Andel Kuman, Naim Gilbert, Maverick Hutchinson, Malik Stephen, Orlando Moncheri, Benjamin Shalmine, Saji Manuel,
After this one, we change. Ms. Gustav, thank you very much, ma'am. And yes, ma'am. We want to thank the Director of NEMO for assisting in this regard. Thank you, Ms. Gustav. The Youth Director, Ministry of Youth and Sports, the person knows himself, is Mary Wilfred. Miss Wilfred was not aware she was going to be called this morning. But here we are, Miss Wilfred. Live the youth.
We want to switch away. Come on. Come, Miss Wilfred. No, you say it.
Now you're on microphone. No.
Makeya Symphorian.
No, keep on going that way.
Shahid Bassett. Rentico Modeste. Uzziah Francis. Reese Mondesi. Romain Alphonse. That's all the names.
Thank you very much, ma'am. Thank you for being put on the spot. Okay, moving squarely along, we're watching the time right now. Now we come to one of the senior parts of the ceremony. We have done with the recruits from 1st and 2nd Battalion. Congratulations to those of you who are now privates within the St. Lucia Cadet Corps. A round of applause.
shares.
Okay.
As she communicated.
Okay. Whereas there were a few mix-up with the spelling of the names, cadets, the privates at the back there, it's not too late to have you do a few push-ups. This is not the time for you to display the other portions of it. Moving on with the program, this is where these new privates look to be in the next few weeks, months, and years, where we have the promotions. We have the promotions from the various battalions coming on now. This is showing that the cadets have done to a minimum what is required of them to take responsibility in leading their juniors in going forward. At this point in time is the situation of putting the officers on the spot. And we have the staff officer who is walking away quite easily to assist in getting the names of the... Yes, Major Shalmine, who is bouncing on the balloons. Major Shalmine, you do this part of the podium, sir, where you will assist in the getting the name. Right. This is what we do on the spur of the moment. You're coming in. At this point, we'll call on to the DPS Ministry of Youth and Sports, Mrs. Leota Shalmine Mason. It's a brother and sister affair. Wasn't even aware. To issue the promotion certificates. Yes, the names. What this says is the Central Cadet Corps Promotion Board, please be advised that as of this day, the 14th of May, 2022, you are promoted to the rank of, and this is the nomenclature for each one of the promotion certificates that the staff officer will deal with. On to you, sir.
NCO's promotion as of 14th of May 2022, Private Elijah Bernard to Lance Corporal. Private Alexis Casimir to Lance Corporal. Alexis Casimir. No, he can just keep going.
Casimir, that's you.
Casimir, step up.
Quicker than that, Lance Corporal.
Private Tristan Zephyrin. Private Tristan Zephyrin. Lance Corporal Danik Edward to Corporal. Private Rahim Polea to Corporal. Private Stephanie Stefan to Lance Corporal. Private Mika Goodman to Lance Corporal. Private Teresa Timet to Lance Corporal. Timet. Private Kwamani Octave. Private Octave. Absent? Lance Corporal Jaden Octave. Absent. Who's that? Who's coming? Somebody's coming. Absent. Private Jaden Springer. To Corporal. Private Kia Motley to Corporal. A lot more. Lance Corporal Sienna Jean-Philippe to Corporal. Lance Corporal Calvin Simon to Sergeant. Private Thea Morgan Fontenelle to Lance Corporal. That's my so low. Not late. That's for okay. Private Keon Ogis to Corporal.
Thank you, DPS. Mason, you started it going forward. Thank you, ma'am. We call on to the PS now. Ms. Caroline Eugene to bring forward the balance of the promotions. And letting you know, Ms. Eugene was a cadet as well. So those of you who are going to come and do it sloppily, there'll be comments thereafter. Be guided accordingly.
Okay, we're moving along. Private Aiden Hyacinth to Corporal.
Incidentally, this is the Commandant's son. No special anything was done for him. He had to battle like everybody else. Well done.
Lance Corporal Liana Williams to Corporal. Private Curtis Dennis. To Sergeant. Private Gianni Lubrin. Gianni Lubrin. To Lance Corporal. What's that?
That almost stopped there when you see the sergeant.
Private Nahum Xavier. To Lance Corporal. Private Delon Fossois. To Lance Corporal. Private Charles Innocent. Private Charles Innocent. Private Kendi Kodra. To Lance Corporal. Lance Corporal Kevin Joseph. To Corporal. Corporal Josiah Williams. Joshua Williams. To Sergeant. Sergeant Levi St. Louis, or Levi St. Louis. To Staff Sergeant. Private Charlize Moise. I hope I pronounce it right. Corporal Jikila Erme. I hope I have that right. Jikila. 2 Staff Sergeant. And last but not least, Corporal Crystal Bailey, 2 Staff Sergeant.
Thank you very much, PS. Thank you. A round of applause for the promotion in 1st Battalion. We're doing okay with time. We're going to go on with 2nd Battalion. Before we get to the major promotions which will rock the house,
promotions for the 2nd Battalion, effective 14th May 2022. Private Neva Sejan. Is that correct? That person is here? Sejan. Hold on.
Mr. Ragunanan.
We'd like to call on Mr. Ragunanan to the stage, please. So we will give that one half and bring in the teachers. Yes. Private Seja to Lance Corporal. Private Liam Ogis to Lance Corporal. Let them have their moment. Okay. Private Kamali Estefan to Lance Corporal. Private Keno Serrier to Lance Corporal. NCOs, listen up. You're required to move a bit faster. Private Sylvania Modest to Lance Corporal. Private Zion Tisa to Lance Corporal. Private Zetas Lino. Private Zetas Lino. Lance Corporal. Private Teshel Lubin. Private Teshel Lubin to Lance Corporal. Lance Corporal Jordan Amide to Corporal. You have two of that. You have two of that. So just run that one because you have one. Private Rhonda Walter to Corporal. Lance Corporal Douvan Mitchell to Corporal. Lance Corporal Daniel Marshall to Corporal. Okay. We have a twin parking. I call Lance Corporal Jaden or Jaden. So that's the other one. Lance Corporal Jaden Amede to Corporal. The one was his brother. That was his twin. Lance Corporal Ray J. Marthre to Corporal. Lance Corporal Shalry Saltibus to Corporal. Corporal Saltibus. Lance Corporal Malik Martin to Corporal. Lance Corporal Aiden Charles to Corporal. Yeah, halfway.
Thank you, Mr. Raghunandan. Thanks in that regard. A round of applause for Mr. Raghunandan. We now call on the President of the National Principals Association, Mrs. Valerie St. Helen Henry.
Welcome, Miss Henry. Lance Corporal Imani Fede to Corporal. Lance Corporal Desmarie Taylor to Corporal. Lance Corporal Ron Sullivan to Corporal. Corporal Veron Philip to Sergeant. Lance Corporal Brittany Hutchinson to Sergeant. Corporal Cyril Matre to Sergeant. Lance Corporal Venancia Labadi. To Sergeant. Sergeant Kyle Leos. To Staff Sergeant. Sergeant Jaquin John Baptiste. Jaquan John Baptiste. Jaquan. Jaquan John Baptiste to Staff Sergeant. And final promotion from Battalion 2, 2nd Battalion, Sergeant Lucius Raymond to Staff Sergeant.
Thank you much, Mr. Henry. Mr. Henry, President of the National Principals Association. Now we come into the heavy hitters. At this point, I call on to the Senior Minister to hand over the senior promotions within the establishment.
But what was his rank?
I don't know. Just
okay. Welcome, Senior Minister, to the podium. Okay, we're moving along with the senior promotions of the NCOs. Sergeant Chevelle Philbert. Chevelle. Okay. Warrant Officer Class 2. Sergeant Brittany Nobel. Warrant Officer Class 2. Sergeant Lyndon Jules. Don't worry, go with it.
Go there, fix it for you, put it for you, go.
Just put it on over there. That's Lyndon Jules. Lyndon Jules. Warrant Officer Class 2. Sergeant Shane George. Warrant Officer Class 2. Staff Sergeant Jamali Daisy to Warrant Officer Class 2, Drum Major. Oren Harrow, Warrant Officer Class 2. followed by his twin, Ori Harrow. Warrant Officer, Class 2. Go and put it on. No, he has it on. Staff Sergeant Yoshi John. To Warrant Officer Class 2. Okay. Staff Sergeant Anne-Marie Marthre, Warrant Officer Class 2. Okay. Aquila Smith, confirmed, Warrant Officer Class 2. Regimental Quartermaster Sergeant. She has one on her. She took off that one. Take it off for her.
No longer will you wear this.
Danson Akti, confirmed, Warrant Officer Class 2. Randolph there.
But they have, these people supposed to have already.
They have badges already. Andre Randolph. Straight active. Jamal Springer. Confirmed, Warrant Officer Class 2. That's Randolph. And that's Springer. No, that's it. That's it. And that's Springer.
Ladies and gentlemen, these are the highlights of the promotions we have had for the ensuing period. I want to congratulate all those who have received their promotions and confirmations today. Congratulations. For the newly made privates, this is what you all should be aspiring for your time to have the pomp and ceremony for your promotions in going forward. Bringing the curtain, before we bring the curtain to a close, I want to call back again, had to do this with sir, the senior minister, to give a few brief remarks. I am now being told one person was forgotten.
Not forgotten, delayed.
Last but not least, Johan Favrier. Mr. Favrier, congrats on that. You left work this morning and you are here. It shows your commitment and dedication. confirmed warrant officer, class 2. Congratulations. I now call on to the senior minister to give a few brief remarks before we go into the presentation of awards, the vote of thanks on our grab and go and celebration. Senior Minister.
Thank you very much, Mr. Master of Ceremonies, to the commanding officers of the St. Lucia Cadet Corps, Your Excellency, Governor General Errol Charles, parents, teachers, if there are any, but particularly you newly inducted Cadet Corps members. I want to take this opportunity to congratulate you on this milestone of achievement. I feel very honored this morning, renewed, and of course, with tremendous hope that after all, there is a future among our young people in this country. Only this morning, while in the barber's chair, which probably took me an extra 5 minutes to be here, I lamented the fact that our country seem to be destined for disaster. Because among our young people today, I see too many who drop out of school, too many who are on the road, too many who are on the block, too many who are getting involved in crime, too many who are causing confusion in our society. And most times I say, the pillar of our society rests in the hands of the parents, particularly the mothers. And that is why I'm so satisfied this morning that out of 4, 3 were mothers who came to give their testimony as to the purpose and the benefits of their children participating in the Cadet Corps. I have long held the view that such organizations as the Cadet Corps, Girl Guides, other uniformed groups or paramilitary groups, the Boy Scouts and the Scouts, should be part of the foundation of our education system. And so I want to commend the Chief Education Officer for a very inspiring message this morning, a message of hope that in our education system, we can invest the necessary resources to ensure that we save our children and make them positive contributors to the development of our society. Unfortunately, if I were the Minister for Finance today, I would have probably announced $250,000 to the Cadet Corps. But I am not. I am not. And I say this mainly to state that an investment in such organizations is an investment in development. Development cannot be infrastructure only. It has to be in our human capital, in building totally molded, properly molded young people who can come and make a contribution to our society. It is quite coincidental that only this week, in speaking to my permanent secretary at one of our policy meetings and my technical officers, I gave him an instruction to find land, maybe about 5 acres of land, as a place, or a complex rather, a campus for such organizations as the Cadet Corps. And we have already probably identified a particular location which may be suitable for this kind of campus, where all such organizations can have their headquarters, the Cadet Corps, the Boy Scouts, the Girl Guides, and other organizations such as these, including, of course, the Pathfinder Club of the Seventh-day Adventists. All of these organizations must be given encouragement and must be given that opportunity. Finally, Madam Chief Medical Officer, Chief Education Officer. Let me also state that one of the dreams and aspirations that I've had is to have embedded in the Ministry of Education an officer, a coordinator responsible for the Cadet Corps movement and such organizations, if we are serious about the work and the impact of this organization. I want to congratulate all of you. I want to commend the Cadet Corps on what you're doing today. I believe it's, for me, it's probably something that has happened all the time, but probably it gives me a sense of revival. And I do hope you take this opportunity to continue to build on the pillar that you have set today. I thank you.
Thank you much, Senior Minister. Bringing the curtains to a close, I now invite His Excellency, Mr. Errol Charles, to present the awards from the camp. From 1st Battalion, listen up, 1st Battalion, most promising recruit. Cadet Chair Alexander Kerr. Congratulations, Chair. And from 1st Battalion Recruit Camp, Best Recruit, Anna Wilson. That means that Anna Wilson excelled in all of the subjects taught on the recruit camp. Congratulations, Cadet Anna Wilson. We move on to 2nd Battalion. Most promising recruit, Umari Victor. And the best recruit from 2nd Battalion Recruit Camp, Reen George. Again, that means that at the recruit camp, Cadet George excelled in all the subjects taught at the camp. Congratulations. Look for the camera. Look for the camera. Look for the camera. Thank you very much, Your Excellency. Cadets, a round of applause for the 4 awardees. I want to thank His Excellency for gracing us with at this point in time. Before we call on to Major Charlemagne with the vote of thanks, we have a few tokens for our invited guests. Where are the officers? They're not spiriting. They should be really and truly more brisk than this. Parents, we have something else coming for you thereafter. Because of the constraints in, we're not able to issue tokens to all. You know. My officers are all going to be charged by forgetting His Excellency, who should have been the first recipient.
You're still getting this.
We should all. Yes. Yeah, our Deputy Director, Corrections. Thank you very much, officers, in issuing. At this point in time, bringing the curtains to a close, I want to say a special thank you to the parents who put off stuff on the Saturday to come in support of your children. At this occasion, we have not had a ceremony like this in a number of years, and we took 2 minutes over the time allotted. Should have ended at 12 o'clock. For those newly promoted cadets, I want you to understand that you now have more responsibilities brought onto you. And as in your training, it is stated in the Children and Young Persons Act and also in the documentation of how we run the establishment, you are going to be held accountable for all actions you take. You have been given a little more authority. Be prudent in how you do it. Make sure that decisions and actions you take, you can stand by it. As the officer responsible for discipline, you know how I operate in that regard. Parents, I want you to take this opportunity to speak to your children, those who have newly been promoted and others, and I say it on behalf of the entire executive officers and other ranks of the Cadet Corps, that I want you to listen to your children when they come in with questions, queries, and issues. It is the only way we can deal with some of the problems that may be molehills still into mountains. Those newly promoted persons, I speak to you again. Be prudent in how you dispel your duties. Ensure what you do is in conformity of the rules, regulations of the St. Lucia Cadet Corps. Congratulations all. Congratulations. I now call on to the staff officer, Major Ainsworth Shalmine. He wasn't sure if he would have been called to do the vote of thanks, but I put the officers on the spot because we look into our succession aspect of it. Major Shalmine, sir. I now present you Major Shalmine.
His Excellency, Mr. Cyril Charles, Senior Minister Stevenson King, our PSs, our DPSs, our invited guests, our parents especially, our new recruits, our cadets, senior officers, NCOs, the Commissioner of Police, will not forget him. This is a ceremony that, as the senior minister indicated, has been performed on numerous occasions. It has always been an outdoor ceremony in the form of a parade. COVID-19 has taught us more effective ways of meeting all of our dignitaries and our parents, because I've never seen so many parents and dignitaries at one of our ceremonies. So today, for us, for the senior officers and the NCOs, the hardworking team of the St. Lucia Cadet Corps, it is my honor to thank you for taking your time off, especially on a Saturday morning, to be here with us. For the cadets and some of the parents, Saturday morning is always our training day. But for persons who have had to move out of their comfort zone to be here with us, I thank you immensely for being here. His Excellency, I think we've been seeing a lot of you in the last couple of weeks, sir, and we are very thankful for that. Our senior minister has brightened our thoughts. I think the $500,000 is somewhere in the back of my head. I'm trying not to our Minister of Youth and Sports is not here, but I'm hoping that somewhere along the line, our meeting with the Minister, the Honorable Kenson Casimir, may have yielded some fruits earlier this week. So he may have had a conversation with our senior minister. The idea of having a home for the St. Lucia Cadet Corps and other organized and uniformed groups is something that we have dreamt about for a long time. We have had the pleasure of being with NEMO for a number of years. We have shadowed all of their works. We are grateful for the space that we share with them, but to give us our space, our home, our playground, and have us develop it into the kind of place that we want to develop into on the training ground would do a lot of good. Maybe you could throw in 2 vehicles as well with that, and we'll be okay. So again, I know it has been a long day. I do not want to prolong the proceedings much longer. So sincerely from the Commandant, Lieutenant Colonel Nathan Hyacinth, who is, in my opinion, one of our visionaries in the past commandants that we have served. I'm honored to be his staff officer for a few years now, and I hope that our successive planning can yield the kind of fruits that we are trying to do with the young cadets. I want to thank again, especially the parents. I see loads of parents here today. I know the battalion commandants have been working very hard with the parents. So without further delay, let me say again, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you, Major Shalmine. I want to acknowledge Richmond Felix. Richmond Felix stands so everybody can see you. He's no longer as active as he should be. Thanks for aiding the live streaming of these proceedings. Battalion commanders all, thank you very much. At this point in time, we're going to stand by His Excellency, exits followed by our invited persons who will assemble to the right-hand side of the facility. And we have a grab and go where you entered. Parents, you will see how your children operate as we go to the grab and go. And you will determine how it works on camps. Thank you very much for coming. Let us maintain the protocol, and as much as possible, try not to get ill. With that, I bid you a good afternoon. To all, sit up. Excellency. Mr. Terrence. I'm being told now that, Mr. Minister, yes, sir, kindly. The battalions want to get the photograph, the photo ops. I'll push, maybe you can use the stage area, I'll push back there. So, starting with first, but as soon as this is done, before you go to your grab and go, we want these in the annals of history. First battalion, come and do the photo ops, then second battalion, then the grab and go. Upstairs. Didn't forget you. First battalion, come up.